My name is Rhapsody, and as you've no doubt surmised from the title, it is time to start doing the daily runs here in Slay the Spire. So the daily climb today is class the Silent. Mods, growing enemies. Enemies get stronger each turn. Restless Journey, you can no longer heal when entering new acts. Night Terrors, resting at camps now heals 20% of your HP rather than 30%. And Heirloom, you start with one rare relic. Now these runs are seeded, so that means that the bosses, the elites, the relics, the shops, the card choices, and the initial rare relic, I believe, are all set. So we'll decide what we're really going to do with this build after we see the relic that they give us. Time for a challenge. Uh-oh. Did this have to be the first one? All right. So enemies grow stronger each turn, rather. We also have to deal with not healing after boss fights, and healing at camps now does less for us. So how do I capitalize on a dead branch as the Silent? Things like a bullet time or having a lot of energy would really allow me to capitalize on it, because then I can use dead branch as a refuel after I use a lot of other things, like alchemize, like catalyst, like shivs, obviously, all of which exhaust themselves. Which of these paths do I really want to start on? I haven't got any opening gold, or rather, I haven't really got that much. All right, there's a 2 elite path with a reasonable amount of question marks. Let's go this way. Not exactly the opener you want there. You want 3 strikes in your opener, and you want to save your neutralize for the second hand. Alright, so the enemy's growing stronger each turn. It looks like it is manifest as growth, where this enemy is the cultist. They have ritual, which is at the end of a turn, gain 3 strength. It's 1 stack of growth, which does the same thing, but only once. And I have to imagine that's going to be applied to absolutely all enemies. 3 strikes in the same hand gets a kill here. That's unfortunate. Take 1 damage now. And 2 strikes gets this kill. Beautiful. We won't need refuel by card draw if we are going to try and actually use the dead branch to the fullest of its own effect. Prepared. So there's been a lot of discussion about prepared in a lot of comment sections, and I just wanted to lay down my general idea of why I don't take prepared in a deck that does not have specifically a lot of synergy with having low hand sizes like the Unceasing Top, with having discard synergy, or with having a ridiculous amount of skill synergy like Wraith Form or something like that. It's because prepared costs you a card slot by itself, and then it draws you a card and discards a card. So you're drawing 1 card, but the cost of prepared to draw it by itself and then to discard another card actually lowers your hand by 1 size. And by the end of the game, typically, I've curated my hands, or I've curated my deck so that every hand has enough cards that I want to play. So using prepared in that kind of a situation typically downgrades the value of my hand by removing options, and rather than allowing me to cycle through things, I usually have a deck where I'm pretty happy with most of the things that I would draw. Alright. I'm not going to take any of those. The closest that I might have considered... I do want as much damage on the back line as possible here. The closest that I might have considered would have been taking a Sucker Punch there, just as another source of weaken in the deck. But I'm not particularly interested in doing that yet. Masterful Stab is rarely ever going to be available to use in this deck, because if we are ever exhausting things, those exhausted extra cards, that is, by the way, just in case I didn't make this clear at the start, and I know I didn't, whenever you exhaust a card, add a random card to your hand, is the effect of Dead Branch. If it adds something that's unplayable, Tactician, Underhanded Strike, Reflexes, then I'm not going to be able to get that out of my hand, and I won't be able to activate Masterful Stab, but also if it just adds something expensive. So it's going to be really difficult to get Masterful Stab active. Acrobatics I usually like one copy of, but I think I am just going to rely on exhausting cards to refuel my hand, which is the same reason I didn't take Quick Slash last time. Alright, I'm going to play overly defensive here. I also could have tried to kill that backliner there with 2 more stabs. But I was pretty much hoping that they were both going to be attacking this turn, which they played right into my trap. We're not really getting anything that works with this Dead Branch right now. I think I take Bane, because there's a lot of things that I would want to do with a poison build here. Let's think about it. It's just Catalyst, right? Damn. I also don't really want a build that gets stronger over time, because my enemies get stronger over time. So a slow poison build isn't going to be as powerful as something much more upfront. I think if I take anything here, it's going to be all-out attack. I don't have any AoE in this deck, and I am going to need some. Alright, let's go all out. $13 incoming damage. Reduced to 0 with the kill. Dagger Spray's another AoE. You know what? Next floor, you especially need a hell of a lot of AoE to deal with the elites on that floor, so I'm fine with taking a little more AoE than I otherwise would. All out attack Dagger Spray. Now, Infinite Blades is going to give me a new card every single turn, courtesy of giving me a Shiv, which then exhausts for 0, and then adds a random card to my hand. So effectively, I get to treat Infinite Blades as draw. Speaking of treating it as draw, we need to upgrade it as early as possible so that we get that draw. Good thing I have AoE, because this being a prolonged fight would be absolutely monstrous. I may well end up using my fire potion here to finish off this sentry, try and save myself HP. Bane, alright. Alright, I will be throwing a fire potion here, and actually going to double defend as well. I want to see if I can perfect this boss. That is to kill them without taking any damage. I should always do my Shiv first, because my Shiv is effectively draw. Yeah, Grand Finale, it wouldn't have changed anything. But I'll drink a block potion there. Ooh, right, of course, the days are also going to burn themselves. Let's go with our draw. Unload, okay. Another daze. Unload is 12. So I can pitch that to the back line. Then all I need is 1 strike next hand. But I will Shiv first. Choke, fine. Snecko Skull, alright. Whenever you apply poison, apply 1 additional poison. Now, any poison build has gotten a lot better. This is a difficult choice, though. Again, we don't need the extra draw, because we'll be refilling using Dead Branch effectively, so Predator is less important for that reason, but still, having damage is quite nice. I would take Cloak and Dagger here, primarily because it's 2 extra cards in my hand. Now, our deck is going to fill itself over time using the Dead Branch, so I want to start with the deck being as thin as possible. Non-boss chests now also contain cards as a result of that prayer wheel there. First upgrade is going to have to be on Cloak and Dagger. Then I want both of my AoEs upgraded, because next floor that's going to be extremely important. Pen Nib, every 10th attack you play deals double damage. Not a bad pickup at all. Again, draw is not really important to me. Dodge and roll is fine, but I don't know if I want to take it yet. Infinite Blades. All out attack dagger spray. Just got to deal as much damage as possible. Ah, footwork. Nice. Very, very, very nice. Do I even play that, though? No. No, I just need the attacks. 3 more attacks and we get a double damage. Shiv. Ooh, Glass Knife is good. Glass Knife hit with the double damage, gets a kill. Letter Opener. Every time you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. That's going to be particularly handy. And so will Blade Dance, being another way to, first off, charge up our Letter Opener by playing a skill. Secondly, charge up our Pen Nib by playing 3 attacks. And thirdly, refill our hand using the Dead Branch. So this has become a Shiv synergy build, but it's not focused on the Shivs, it's focused on everything else. We are going to need more energy in this build as soon as possible. Thankfully, we have a lot of AoE. Unfortunately, we didn't really get it in this hand. I think I'm actually probably best served by playing 3 skills here. One fat gremlin down. Okay, you're gonna be... okay, that's easy. Oh, damn. Hell yeah. Alchemize I would love to use, but do need to go for the kill there. We'll be fine here, right? Alright, Glass Knife. Good pickup, good pickup. Getting that relatively often. Endless Agony is actually another way to get a bunch of cheap cards into our deck. So, sure. Take it. And let's upgrade all out attack here. Obviously, we'll start off with the Dagger Spray, 24 damage. Easiest thing I've ever done in my life. I'm hoping to not have to use the Strength Potion here, if at all possible. Defend, Survivor. I should use a Shiv. And I don't want to take any more damage there. Alright, never mind. I don't have the ability to not take damage anymore, so... Ooh, Caltrops is going to be really good for this and for the next attack. Also Alchemize here while it's available. Ooh. This is good, this is good, this is good. Let's go with discarding these. We'll defend, and then I'm actually going to drop an unload here. 7x4, yikes. I forgot how important it is going to be that this guy gets the extra strength every single turn, because some of his stuff is ridiculous. Alright, I'd really like to use Unload here, but that's me assuming I'm not going to be using Blade Dance at all. Yeah, I'm not going to be using Blade Dance at all. Don't need expertise. Fine. Anything there, 0 that I want to draw? There's a couple 0 things there I want to draw. Not really that then, but that's fine. Okay. Sure. Good Alchemize, good Alchemize. Weakness applied for the next 3 turns is going to be pretty big. I would love to Bouncing Flask Bane here, but I can't. Ah! Bouncing Flask, Bane, and Catalyst. Good lord. Now, it is worth noting, we don't heal after bosses, so we are going to need to have... Ooh, that's a good footwork. I would love to be able to play that right now. We're going to need to have some HP left over after this fight. I'm starting to feel like I should have used that Strength Potion earlier. Alright, we've got 28 damage on this all-out attack. Should use that first. Do I accuracy? No. We'll do that. Escape plan. Now, discard everything except for the bouncing flask and the infinite blades. And we're set. From now on, we just need to be defensive and then watch him die. Easy done. 15 by 2, good gosh. So the boss fights are going to be the worst part of this entire sitch. Because those boss fights go on for a lot of turns. It's kind of the thing that boss fights do. So we need to find a way to end those much, much, much earlier. We need this to suddenly become like a strength build as well. I'm super interested in taking Die 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 here as a result of the fact that it is a exhaust card, but it's also another AoE card. I think it's going to be really important to take a lot of AoE cards because if you focus on area of effect fights by taking one enemy out at a time, the final enemy that you take out is going to be super strong because it's going to have spent that entire time buffing its own strength. So I'm worried that, especially next floor and the floor after, there's a lot of AoE fights that we might get into where we can't kill them fast enough. Unless we're killing both of them at the same time with high damage stuff like Dagger Spray, All Out Attack, and Die Die Die. There's also the option of taking Nightmare and possibly chaining off with something ridiculous if we get an Adrenaline in this build. Problem is, Nightmare right now is too expensive. You know what? I'm going to take Nightmare. I'm going to hope that I get a... Didn't get it. Yikes. An Energy Manipulation Relic. Tiny House versus Runic Pyramid versus Lizard Tail. Well, Runic Pyramid, we're going to have our hand oftentimes fill with cards we don't want to play. Because we'll just get cards that aren't valuable from the Dead Branch. So we definitely don't want the Runic Pyramid. Outside of that, Tiny House, obtain 1 potion, gain 30 gold, raise your max HP by 5, obtain 1 card, and upgrade 1 random card. And Lizard Tail is just one time when you die, you are restored instead to 50% max HP. I think we might end up taking that because this is going to be an attrition match. 424 means we should probably go to an early shop if at all possible. Oh, there's a shop a little ways down that we could go to. Sure. We'll hold out for that one. Alright, let's start out with these Endless Agonies. Ooh, Phantasmal Killer. Alright, I'm now committing to not Nightmare the Endless Agony, so we'll just do that. Corpse Explode. Man, we're getting some garbage. Slice is fine. Unfortunately, now that we're frail, it's going to be real difficult to defend this incoming. Tools of the Trade is always a nice pickup, though. Ouch. Let's drop a strike. Start shivving. Really wish I could discard that now. Oh, I just have the kill. Beautiful. Distraction's interesting because it could give me a skill that also is exhaust and would be 0 cost, so it by itself could actually just refill an entire hand. Let's try it. Yeah, we got Catalyst and Outmaneuver. Sure, I have no poison to do right now, but then I just get to cast Catalyst and it gave me a backstab. Which gave me Flechette. Hell yeah. 16 damage, don't mind if I do. That said, if I don't double defend this turn, I am boned. I would have loved to drop my Infinite Blades there. Youch. Some severely rough stuff here. Alright. I really don't want to be hexed. Good after image there. The backflip and dagger spray. I need to save that strength potion for my first elite, because if I don't have that strength potion when we get to our first elite, I'm boned. That's the end of me. That's what I really would like to have in this deck. So that I can play a bunch of cards to fill my hand, and then... Ooh, hang on. Alright, good. And then play a bullet time. Just play out everything left. Move into the card from my deck, sure. Go with another normal strike. Oh, yikes. Well, look, if I don't dagger spray now, that's just irresponsible. I am worried, however, because defend blur is the best thing I can do there, and I'm still not well defended. Alright, we'll weaken you. All out defense survivor. Good. Only no attacks this turn. Outmaneuver is a great pickup. After image, sorry, outmaneuver is a great pickup. After image is a good pickup. Glass knife is a good pickup. Problem is we can't play all of them. I am going to need the damage, because if this Centurion's around for another couple turns, it'll start hitting me again. That's 10 damage in the back line, but we're no longer frail, so... Without having that Infinite Blades played, we will find oftentimes that our hand is just devoid of real value. That should have been the glass knife on the back line first. It's totally my bad. Which defense? Alright, I do have to play 2 defensive cards, which means I can't play that accuracy. Okay, let's go with the blade dance. And poison the other living hell out of you. Beautiful. We should be fine from here on out. Bag of marbles and a lot of... Thank heck for that letter opener. No. Really don't need refill. This enemy could easily murder us, so... Let's go for the best that we can, right? Try and pull a bunch of really cool stuff out of distraction. I mean... Not the worst. 1, 2, 3. Then I get to play a skill. Deal some damage, alright. Oh, it is going to be difficult. I am going to have to use a strength potion here. Well, laid plans is a good pickup, but I will hold it because it's not important until the very end. No, we're dead. Like, we actually just don't have the ability to block that right now. Ah! Oh, I needed you just beforehand, buddy. Alright, fine. Kill me. We'll retain a bullet time here. Mm-hmm. Now we've got our neutralize, thankfully. So we'll get rid of the dagger spray. I think cloak and dagger in my next hand being duplicated is a really good idea. I should have done the shiv before I did that, because then this would have cost 0 as well, which actually would have been goddamn ridiculous. I can't believe I screwed that up. Damn it. Damn it all to heck. Alright, we're actually not going to take that much damage here. Just 2. Thank you. Caltrops. Regen potion. Really good pickup there. I kind of want to go for another Infinite Blades. I mean, that build is not working at all, but man's got to try. Alright, Elite. Show me what we're working with. Piercing Whale as an opener is excellent. Calculated Gamble, damn. Alright, let's do that. Dagger Spray is a good pickup. Another Piercing Whale as well. What's our next hand likely to be? No, we'll be fine in our next hand for card draw size. So, All Out or Dagger Spray? It's All Out. We need to start doing some AoE, otherwise they're just going to get all super powerful in a couple turns. Alright. Hey, there's a Dagger Spray. That's a good pickup. Glass Knife is a great pickup as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't have enough to charge up a powerful Glass Knife or a powerful Dagger Sprays, courtesy of the Pen Nib. But we'll see. Deflect is fine to have picked up there, thank you. Alright. All of that worked out pretty reasonably. Not sure I could have expected it to go better. Not really keen on seeing Wraith form, and looks like the only damage I can really get out is from a double damage Shiv there. Yikes. This dash is just a little short of the amount of damage I'd like to be able to do right now. Alright, look, let's backflip first. Hey, there's a Dagger Spray. Which didn't have what I wanted. I thought I was one further in the letter opener, so I thought I was just going to be able to play another skill to kill the frontliner. Alright. Phantasmal Killer or Outmaneuver? I'll play Phantasmal Killer, though I think Outmaneuver is the better play, because I never play Phantasmal Killer. Ooh, we did it! Sundial, every 3 times you shuffle your deck, gain 2 energy. I don't want another Cloak and Dagger right now, actually. I know, a very strange thing to hear me say. We do need to get the artifacting off of this guy as soon as possible. Beautiful. Gotta remember I have that explosive potion there, available at any time. Highest damage attack next. Okay, Well-Laid Plans is a great pickup. Another Shiv, another Shiv. No, every hit point is valuable. I'm gonna use a defense here. And I'll take a Leg Sweep, because the next turn is a double attack, so Leg Sweep with the Weaken is actually quite valuable. I don't like this. Alright, we'll retain that Deadly Poison because we've got a Catalyst mixed into the deck right now. And this is our best way of hitting them through everything else. Let's Shiv first, though. Okay. Drop those. And defend. Best I could do. Alright, Catalyst, Catalyst, Catalyst. Catalyst? Gets an extra card by doing that. Catalyst? 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 Hey, there we go. We got Catalyst. It was the most reliable way to get that kill. Upgraded. No, we need to go with the Piercing Whale. We need the defense. Blood Vial at the start of each combat, heal 2 HP. That's going to be really handy considering we don't really have that much HP in this deck right now. Or rather, we don't have the ability to defend our own HP well. We definitely need to use probably all-out attack as well as Cloak and Dagger, but Cloak and Dagger has draws associated with it, so we'll do that first. Riddle with Holes is 30 damage right now. Never mind. All-out attack is way more. I'm not particularly pleased by this Chosen in the backline. Yeah, I was worried about exactly what just happened. That Chosen deciding to do a lot of damage. I mean, I have to play double defense this turn. There's no way I can get around that. If I use Burst Defend, I actually get to get a Pen Nib out. Alright, we'll start with a Shiv. We're almost certainly using Piercing Wail here. Ugh, our next hand's gonna be garbage as well. Oh. Alright. Bullet time, I am going to Nightmare Piercing Wail because I just need more defense in the end of my deck right now. Lest I die. Alright, cool. Huh. Another bullet time in there. Nice. Never mind, we'll just finish with a Shiv. Nope, no need for that. Okay, well there's the bag of marbles that I desperately wanted earlier. Envenom is actually really ridiculous for us because we've got Snecko Skull, so Envenom triggers twice. Strange Spoon. Cards which exhaust will instead discard 50% of the time. I don't think we actually want that because that puts a lot of Shivs back in our deck right now. I think we desperately need Envenom. And I think we actually would benefit from having both Bag of Marbles and the Bag of Preparation. And then Block Potion to try and keep myself alive while we're doing everything else. I'm just going to pay my gold. I can't actually kill all of them at the moment. I'm going to need the 14 HP. I'm mad about it, but I am. Because we're not even healing after this boss fight. Alright, so we can't charge up an attack, but we can Dagger Spray and all-out attack. Let's use everything else first. Ah, Deadly Poison Catalyst, not bad. Alright, completely protect ourselves using one defensive potion there. Envenom, Blade Darts, let's go. Easy. Alright, 13 damage in the front line, but I have a feeling that that guy's going to be dead. Kind of like that. Beautiful. Easiest skewer of my life. I really would like some extra energy manipulation. If I could get an adrenaline in this deck, I would be so much happier. If I could have it permanently in the deck game. Let me make that clear. Tools of the Trade is actually a deck thinning agent. And it'll allow me to pick up Tactician, which is also a energy manipulation card. As much as I need to upgrade that in Venom and the Tools of the Trade so that I can play them more easily, and the Nightmare, if I don't rest here, like, I'm dead. I would love to open this up by, like, Nightmaring the Infinite Blades or something like that. Let's actually think about it, right? Because my next hand does have to be, does have to have AoE in it. Because all of my enemies are going to have between 35 and 40 health. So my next hand is probably going to be like Dagger Spray, Dagger Spray, Dagger Spray. Alright, I'm actually going to Nightmare... I'm going to Nightmare all-out attack, actually. I would love to be able to play that 1,000 cuts right now. Yeah. Oh, I would love to be able to play in Venom as well. Boo hiss. As you can see there, if I went with the Dagger Spray, I actually wasn't going to be able to kill all of those chumps there. That's what I was looking forward to. Ooh. Okay, what we need here is... 18, sure. What we need here is some poison. My enemy is about to spend 2 turns doing some ridiculous horse shit to me. So... Ooh, nice. So we are going to need to be extremely defensive. Are we dead? Like, I think we might actually just be finished here, because I can't kill either of these, so the incoming damage is 53. And with all of my defense, I get 10. These are rough. All right, let's do our random card draws first. Okay. Leg sweep's good. Leg sweep's good. Definitely not enough. All right. Well, here's the best I can do. Only 33. There was no way there for me to completely defend myself against all incoming damage from that attack. God damn it. And I even rest a bunch near the end. I think I found a reasonable through line there, having to try and use the Dead Branch to try and generate a bunch of value in my hand using extra shivs just to get all of these different cards and then choose from them. The problem is we really didn't have the energy to play with it. If we could pick up Lantern, if we could have picked up a lot of backstabs, if we could have picked up backstabs plus finishes, especially. Backstab was never an option for us in the entire game. Finisher, yeah, we did have a choice for, but at that time, we weren't really keen on taking it. Venom was a really good pickup, but it came too late and we didn't have the ability to upgrade it, which meant that a lot of the time, there were a couple times near the end there where I had Venom and I was unable to play it. All right, let's have a look at the... Does it tell me anything about ranking yet? You have done today's challenge. Floor reached, 33. I thought there was statistics for this already. Leaderboards on the dailies? No, that doesn't appear to be a thing that exists yet. Well, shucks. A lot of these dailies, because I have played the ones before this that were on the beta branch. I played them in my own time because I had the Ascension content going up at the time and I wanted to get kind of into the idea of what the dailies are. A lot of the dailies do seem to be very, very, very difficult. And it seems to be mostly about how far you can get versus, rather than can you win. I think we did pretty well there. I think we weren't, too far from that becoming a reasonable run. We just needed more mana manipulation was the big thing so that we could play all of the things we got. That would have come from a bullet time, an adrenaline, Lantern, not runic dodecahedron because we were never going to be on full health. Any of the boss relics that increase the amount of energy that we have. All of those kinds of things would have been lovely. But in lieu of that, we lost on floor 33. My name is Rhapsody. The name of the game is being Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you next time.